Hey guys, day 13 of our Jesus is Journey, talking about Jesus is with you always. And one of the places he is always with you is when we're in storms. And we hear a story about Jesus and his disciples in a storm. In Luke 8, it says, "One day Jesus said to his disciples, 'Let's cross out to the other side of the lake.' So they got into a boat and started out. And as they sailed across, Jesus settled down for a nap. But soon a fierce storm came down on the lake. The boat was filling with water, and they were in real danger. The disciples went and woke him, shouting, 'Master, Master, we're going to drown.' When Jesus woke up, he rebuked the wind and the raging waves. Suddenly the storm stopped, and all was calm. Then he asked them, 'Where's your faith?' The disciples were terrified and amazed. 'Who is this man?' they asked each other. 'When he gives a command, even the wind and the waves obey him.'"
Wow.
And what I find interesting about this story is here's Jesus is with his disciples, and they're on mission, and he tells them exactly where to go. And it's in that place of the perfect will of God that they encounter a storm. And I think sometimes we could think, well, if I was doing what God wanted me to do, I wouldn't face a storm. But it's not always the case.
Yeah, like if I'm in danger right now, if things look very dangerous, I must have made a wrong turn somewhere. And when in fact, this was Jesus' command to go to the other side. And en route, there's real danger. That's in a weird sort of way, it's a really encouraging observation that if you're in danger right now, you feel like you're in a dangerous situation, hey, God's with you. Another observation, which I think is amazing, it says, that at the end, the disciples were in awe that Jesus commanded the winds and the waves. They should have been in awe of Jesus sleeping in the midst of the wind and the waves. Who is the Savior who sleeps in storms? Evidently, Jesus is not too concerned.
Yeah.
And we ought to be in awe of our Savior, not in awe of the storm. But here's the disciples in awe of this storm, missing the fact that the Creator of heaven and earth is at sleep in their boat.
Yeah.
The storms, obviously, of life want to catch your awe, and awe is a form of worship. But our awe should always be given to the one who sleeps through storms, Jesus. And so
and he not only sleeps through storms, but he also calms them down.
Yeah.
And he didn't let these storms, bring harm to the disciples, and he brought perfect peace to the situation. And the reality is we serve a Jesus who may lead us through storms, but if he's in your boat, he has power over them. He can speak to them, and he never intended for us to stay in the middle of storms. And he does have power over them, whether it's a relationship or economical, or you find yourself wondering how you're going to pay your bills. You know what? Jesus is in your boat, and he can speak to those things and bring about a turnaround.
Yeah, so I pray today here on day 13 that you're encouraged that Jesus is in your boat. He sleeps through storms, and he speaks to storms. So no matter what you're facing, he's with you. We love you, and we're praying for you. We really are. And can't wait to see you tomorrow, day 14.